On January 10, 2025, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump appeared remotely for his sentencing related to the hush money case. The sentencing marks the culmination of the first-ever criminal case against a U.S. president. Trump, joining virtually from Florida, maintained his innocence, calling the case a political witch hunt aimed at damaging his reputation. He was convicted of falsifying business records to cover up a $130,000 payment to adult film actress Stormy Daniels before the 2016 election. During the trial, Trump's legal team vowed to appeal the guilty verdict, with his attorney, Todd Blanche, asserting that the case should never have been brought. Prosecutor Joshua Steinglass argued that the conviction must be respected, emphasizing the damage caused to the public's trust in the criminal justice system. Though the sentencing could have included jail time, Judge Juan Merchan chose an unconditional discharge, meaning Trump faces no fines or probation but will have a criminal conviction on his record. The case was a significant political event, with Trump accusing opponents of weaponizing the justice system to hinder his political comeback. Despite the guilty verdict, Trump's campaign contributions surged, and he remains a central figure in the Republican race for the presidency. This sentencing takes place just days before Trump's January 20 inauguration, marking a historic chapter in U.S. political history. Two massive wildfires, the Palisades and Eaton fires, have continued to ravage Los Angeles for 3 days, becoming the most destructive in the city's history. Together, the fires have burned 34,000 acres and destroyed nearly 10,000 homes and structures. While fierce winds that had fueled the flames earlier in the week have eased, providing some relief to firefighters, officials remain on alert as winds are expected to intensify again. Private security guard Bilal Tookie, witnessing the devastation in the upscale Pacific Palisades neighborhood, described the destruction as reminiscent of his war-torn home country, Afghanistan. With several confirmed fatalities and more expected, President Biden has pledged full federal reimbursement for recovery efforts. Firefighters are working tirelessly as aerial support continues, but the full containment of the fires remains a challenge, with conditions still volatile. Italian Foreign Minister Antonio Tajani's visit to Damascus on January 10, 2025, marks a significant step in strengthening ties between Syria and the European Union. Tajani met with Syria's de facto leader, Ahmed al-Shara, and Foreign Minister Assad Hassan al-Shibani, where both leaders discussed future diplomatic and economic cooperation. During a joint press conference, Shibani announced plans to visit European countries soon to foster stronger ties, while Tajani highlighted Italy's role in bridging Syria's relationship with the EU. Tajani also emphasized the need to reassess EU sanctions on Syria, stressing that they should not harm the Syrian people. The visit signals a shift in EU-Syria relations, as Italy looks to support Syria's integration into Europe's economic sphere. This diplomatic mission comes at a time when Syria is looking to open new opportunities for foreign investments and partnerships. China has reached a groundbreaking milestone in renewable energy with the launch of the world's first 300-megawatt compressed air energy storage (CAES) station in Yingcheng, Hubei Province. Named Ningchuan, this innovative facility leverages 2 underground salt caverns from an abandoned mine, converting them into massive storage reservoirs for compressed air. When electricity demand is low, the station uses energy to compress air and store it underground. During peak demand, the air is released to generate electricity. With a storage capacity of 1,500 megawatt-hours and a conversion efficiency of 70%, this power bank can meet the annual electricity needs of 750,000 residents. In addition to setting world records for single-unit power output, storage capacity, and efficiency, the project mitigates geological hazards like land subsidence, transforming waste into valuable resources. Experts describe Ningchuan as a key driver in China's transition to a modern, green energy system, positioning the country as a leader in sustainable innovation while addressing environmental challenges and paving the way for a low-carbon future. The U.S. Supreme Court is set to decide TikTok's future in the U.S. as the app faces a looming ban. The case brings together 2 major issues: national security concerns and the protection of free speech. TikTok, owned by China's ByteDance, has been accused of posing a threat to U.S. national security due to its data collection on American users. The government fears this data could be used for espionage or blackmail. However, TikTok argues that a ban would violate First Amendment rights, with millions of users and content creators relying on the platform for free expression. The case follows a law passed by Congress, which gives TikTok until January 19 to either sell its operations in the U.S. or face the ban. The Supreme Court's decision will have significant implications, not only for TikTok but also for the future of global tech regulations and U.S.-China relations. As tensions rise, the world watches closely to see if the court will rule in favor of national security or uphold the First Amendment,